What's up, y'all? What's up, good people? What y'all know good at? How many of y'all familiar with the dude Anton Daniels? I believe that's how you say his name. Any of y'all familiar with him? And I'm asking that question because one of my friends turned me on to him, right? And told me to check out his content. So I started watching his content. Excuse me for appearing distracted. I'm working while I'm talking shit. So I was checking him out. Hell no. Reading the little. He a sucker. Hell no. Reading the title. Oh, reading the title. He act a little gay to me. I ain't want to get on that part of the game, but I have been watching him for a couple of weeks now. Like I told you, my man said, Eon, check the content out. He liked the way in which he did it. At least the way in which he uses current topics and stuff like that while he talking. But, you know, with this stuff that's going on in Washington, I see a lot of content creators coming, especially the ones that consider themselves intellectual or have a platform and consider themselves different than everybody else. So I see today he had something on it that says something about blacks in DC. And he said something to the effect of that he's visited DC quite often. And he visited the White House and all this type of shit. Bro, black people here don't even really do that. But anyway, he said in the process of that, 10 blocks from the White House, everything is drug infested. He lying. He lying. And the more I see the way he covering this DC thing, not only is he lying, he come off as a house nigga to me now, bruh. Like everything is pro-government, everything is anti-black, everything is so separated from the struggles of black people. And then he says that he's from Detroit and he doesn't peddle drugs and poison in his community. Power to the people, kumbaya. And he says that he doesn't have to fear the police. I can't challenge him on that, but he remind me of the line in the song that Jay-Z got when he say, "I'm not black, I'm OJ." Okay, so you from Detroit, you've never feared the police. That's on you. But the police have never done anything wrong to an innocent person. And you say your nephews are quote unquote black. I don't know what type of snobbish, uppity bullshit that is. Quote, what the fuck is quote unquote black? Can anybody speak up for this dude, bro? Then talking about blacks in DC, he got some woman on there who I don't know, and I'm not gonna speak bad about her. You talk to one black person, bro. Where did you go when you was in DC? You probably was in Virginia, nigga. You probably ain't never been nowhere. He said, man, he said he goes to meetups in DC. I bet you that nigga was in Virginia or Maryland somewhere. I bet you that nigga wasn't in the District of Columbia. He's lying. I've been around the DC area and it's bad from Springfield throughout DC all the way up to Baltimore. You saying from Springfield, Virginia to Baltimore is all one area, bro? I ain't gonna take you serious. But I'm gonna try. I mean, I'm trying to give you some commentary. From Springfield to Baltimore. From Springfield to Baltimore got to be every bit of 2.5 hours in traffic. And you saying that from Springfield to Baltimore is all the same. That don't even make no motherfucking sense, bro. Springfield, Virginia don't have none of the shit that DC and Baltimore got going on. And if it do, it's a fraction of it around the corner somewhere near a trailer park or a homeless shelter, bro. What are you talking about? I think he is Nigerian from what I heard. Who's Nigerian? He's definitely a MAGA supporter. The YouTube version of Jason White. Oh, you think Anton Daniels is a Nigerian? What would that mean, though? You look like Lucas Joyner. If I hear that shit one more time, I still ain't looked up who the fuck Lucas Joyner is. I've been following you for a minute, champ, but I hate people speaking on our city. And you right. It do be the area speaking on us, not DC native. Yeah, bro. I'm talking about showing up. DC went to public schools, bro. Played football for the Boys and Girls Club. Are you afraid of ICE because of your bro, I ain't even responding to you, bro. Learn English. Who should learn English? You can get the fuck out of here. At 1 in the morning, you could definitely get the fuck out of here. Talking about you should learn English. You piece of shit. You should go to another YouTube page. Somebody said exactly. Yeah, that's the only reason why I mentioned what he said. I said he said Springfield. Springfield? Man, the only thing I know about Springfield is the Springfield Mall. And I ain't been there in years. Shout out to my New York family. Big homie, what's up? Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. He must be from Manassas. Who, the dude that said something about Springfield? I ain't going to joan on him or no shit like that. I'm just saying, I can't take you serious if you say something about Springfield to Baltimore. That's too big of an area. A lot of them Detroit Bama's got crushed in the pen by the men. I never was around a lot of them Detroit dudes, but you know, I'm cool with a couple of them that I met in different places. But this dude, Anton Daniels, like I told you, man, Halim had put me on to him, told me check out his content. And no disrespect to Halim, I started checking out the dude content. And damn, I forgot what I was going to do. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I suppose it. And I just seen something he had on there today, and I don't want to give myself too much credit. But I noticed that he made it a point to say blacks of DC. He knew better to say DC blacks. Southwest Philly, what's up? YouTube gives lanes a platform to speak and gain traction from other lanes. Dude is a goofy. We gotta make it hard for dudes like him to move in our communities. Well, I know he mentioned, and this is another thing that kind of raised my eyebrow. He mentioned that he's from a very black city, Detroit. To my knowledge, Detroit was definitely from the beginning of time when they was talking about DC being a black city. Detroit has always been mentioned, even in black cities and murder rates and crime rates, right? But he said he's never moved out of Detroit. He won't. He's a pillar of his community. I ain't knocking none of that. I don't even mind. But for him to say as a black man, and he doubled down on the specificity of being a black man, he called it out like, I'm a black man, which he looks like a black man. He's a black man. He's darker than me. My mom and my father was black. I'm definitely a black man. But my point is that he's a darker man than me, more African features than me and all type of shit. But for him to say that he's never feared the police, which he has the right to say he never feared, it make me wonder, are you that naive or ignorant? And I don't mean ignorant in the way of stupid. I don't mean ignorant in the way of stupid. I mean just totally oblivious to what's going on in the real world. But then he spoke about his nephews, and I don't know what he meant by quote unquote black. Can somebody help me with what the fuck does he mean by quote unquote black? They fucking with you, Holmes. Who? What you talking about, bruh? He said they fucking with you, Holmes. What you talking about? What it do? Hope your morning going well. It's still nighttime to me, bro. My mom found out I smoke weed. So he telling me he don't feel funny when cops come around. Not only that, I want to try to understand the conversation from a, I don't want to use the word intellectual, but from a thinking capacity, right? I know some people that never encounter the police in a hostile way, or they said they have never done that. He mentioned something else that caught my attention. He said, I'm not outside at 3 in the morning with guns on me. That's also your business and your right. But in some of the places where I lived at in the District of Columbia, and I'm gonna take it a step further, some of the places I visited in Detroit, at 2, 3 in the morning, you better have something on you. But see, let me tell you something about the dude Anton Daniels and people like him. People that say shit about, oh, y'all too tough for me. Y'all don't call the police. Nah, that ain't like, I don't like people like that act like people like me. I ain't gonna put it on nobody. I'm talking about people like me. I don't call the police. I was raised in a certain culture. He said, y'all too tough. Y'all too street for me. Okay, bruh. You sitting over there in your residence with your little rose gold Rolex on, your bald head, your glasses, your little, all your body motions. What you think you better than somebody, Anton Daniels? You sit on that pedestal over there on your YouTube platform and talk about black people that ain't got health insurance, and black people don't they don't want to talk to the police and they ignorant and they scared a little such and such around. Who the fuck are you? Where the fuck you come from? Like, everybody ain't gonna be in no position to sit on YouTube, you understand, to have the knowledge of health benefits and all that shit, motherfucker. You sitting up here talking about DC and the mayor of DC and what the fuck going on here. You bitch ass, bald head ass nigga. You don't know what the fuck going on in DC. You sitting up here promoting, from a black man perspective, you sitting up here promoting niggas call the police on a motherfucker and still live in the community. What part of Detroit you live? What part of Detroit do Anton Daniels live in, y'all? Is that nigga even really from Detroit? Like, cause most Detroit hood niggas, I know they different. I'm gonna have to check with my Detroit niggas about this nigga, bro. Cause this nigga done irritated me. Born and raised in Southeast, never committed any crimes, and I don't like what's going on in the city. And it's been a good summer up to this point. Okay, I like that. I respect that. He was talking crazy about Philly. Man, I ain't gonna get too carried away on a nigga. I ain't gonna get too carried away. I just want to know, did anybody else realize what I'm talking about? That boy think he better than us, but you can tell he a sucker. Oh, somebody else said that. Oh, so it ain't just me. I'm telling you, I be feeling like Like it can't be just me. But he be talking like he better than other black people. Like, nigga, who the fuck is you? What the fuck you was doing before you got on YouTube? Don't nobody know his story? What's his story? Didn't he be having a nerve while he playing the videos of the people he disagree or belittle? He got the nerve to be sitting on his platform like this. Then he hits the stop. Black people, I was in DC. Man, nigga, you don't know nothing about DC, nigga. It's your bald head, just for men, touch up every single day. Man, if you don't get the fuck on out of here, man. I can't stand them type black people, bro. Somebody said I blocked his channel, couldn't take no more. Well, it look like that's what I'm gonna have to do, bro. Like, cause I'm not gonna be watching no shit I don't agree with. I was trying, like my man told me, check out his content. He look how he, like I ain't telling you to do what he do, but check out what he do. But I'm glad some of y'all said the same thing. At least I know I ain't tripping now. He was talking crazy about Philly. Blocked his channel. But boy give me homosexual vibes, and he the type that don't love his people, and that's cool. He'll learn on judgment. Yeah, maybe that's what it is, bro. Maybe he just like, I mean, like he talks bad about certain breeds of black people, but he talk like he better. But when I'm heard him talking this DC shit, talking about yeah, crime is this and yeah, Trump should come. Why don't you go have a threesome with Trump? I can't stand them jokers, bro. I swear to God, I can't stand them jokers. Then he promote telling at all times. And I'm trying to look at it from a perspective that he said, oh, I ain't a street guy. I'm a regular guy and this and that. Why the fuck you always promoting telling? Somebody gonna do something to your ass, bro. But let me stay in my lane. He's supposed to be one of them square type niggas. That's what he preached. But he keep preaching that telling shit, and then falls back on the background of, oh, I'm a black man. Nigga, what kind of black man is that, bro? What kind of can I challenge his blackness? What makes him a part of our struggle? Like, have you ever heard him talk about he identify or relate with anything from the Black Power struggle of the 60s? Do we ever talk about that? Because everything I done heard him talk about this Trump takeover been what we call in DC dick eating. The fuck out of here. I bet you he don't know a motherfucking thing about the Home Rule Act of 1973 for the District of Columbia. While he's saying there's nothing wrong with what Trump is doing and DC needs to be cleaned up, his bald head bitch ass don't know nothing about the rights from the Board of Education and the people for the District of Columbia. He don't know nothing about the people of the District of Columbia, specifically when it was almost 70% black and it was really, really a chocolate city, that they didn't even have the right to vote for the president until almost like 1965. Ain't even had the right to elect a mayor and some other things until 1973. And you gonna sit here and talk about why black people upset? You think that black people is just upset about crime or not crime, violent or not violent. You don't even understand, Anton Daniels, what is home rule for the District of Columbia. You need to focus on some Detroit business unless you're gonna do some due diligence like a journalist, like a black man that doesn't peddle drugs in his neighborhood, like a black man that's on a platform that's content creating. You should do some fucking research and find out what the fuck home rule is, Anton Daniels. Keep talking about you coming here. Nigga, you probably was staying at the Doubletree in Arlington. You probably didn't even stay in DC, Anton Daniels. Fuck out of here, bro. Don't nobody need your motherfucking opinion about the District of Columbia, nigga. There's plenty more people from the District of Columbia that can tell people what the fuck going on here. He said they was calling him Big Tone around his way back in the day. Well, that was a joke. Like the little skit the dude Big Tone be doing. Nigga would have bust his big ass DC. Then I fuck with some Detroit dudes. I know Detroit dudes can get kind of, you know. But I don't respect nothing bruh talking about. In no shape, form, or fashion. And he give me the vibe of a nigga that don't really like his people or think he better than his people. You know what I'm saying? And I done gave him, I've been watching him for 2-3 months. Not all the whole day. I'm saying I check him out like I check other people out. Anton worked as a software company, then he quit and went to investing. Yeah, so like his whole life is probably a little bit different. But what I advise for people like him, bro, if you don't really know what's going on in the hood, and you can't really represent for the subculture, or you don't represent for the subculture, you don't identify with it, how about you just keep your motherfucking opinions to yourself about that type of shit? Keep talking about all that other shit I've been seeing you talking about. Please, please leave DC alone, because every time I hear you say something wrong, I'm gonna call your stupid ass out. Just like you said that the press, like you just like Anton Daniels said that the mayor of Oakland was an Asian. How do he get away with this on this platform? He get 5,000-6,000 views in 1 hour. He got a major platform. He got 70-some thousand people over there. That ain't, people watch him. He really do his shit like the news. He got the Patreon. He got the whole social media thing going. But he gonna say, hold on, let's Google that. Let's Google that real quick. I know that the mayor of Oakland is not Asian, but he tried to say it in a snide, condescending tone, like some black people, including the mayor of Baltimore, including the governor of Baltimore, spoke about Trump, calling out cities like Baltimore, New York City, Chicago, and Oakland. This Dick Eater Daniels, Anton Daniels, gonna say, Trump wants to clean up, or you want your neighborhoods unsafe and this and this and that. Dick eating. I can't say no other term for it. It just says, and everybody want to make it like, Trump is like, first and foremost, I'm not one of them dudes that's against Trump, or for Trump. Bro, I'm just a spectator. I'm just a spectator. I live in the District of Columbia and I see what's going on. But this dude said he's not calling out black cities and black states. The governor of Oakland is Asian. Let's see. I already told you it's a black woman, but let's see who was the governor before her, because I wasn't up on that. Okay, Shang Tao. That must be the one that he said had some type of fraud case or something, right? But the man in now is this black woman. So this Asian lady that he's talking about, political party, elected to the Oakland City Council in 2018. So again, he's wrong, because this is the mayor of Oakland. Just so y'all know that I ain't shooting him. This is the mayor of Oakland right here, bro. This is the mayor of Oakland right there. The mayor of Oakland is black. So on my little platform, on my little soapbox, I'm telling you that Anton Daniels is wrong about that. The mayor of Oakland is not Asian. That ain't true. Let me see if I can find another one. But I see who talking about that they had an Asian mayor. That's not the mayor now. So like, what is he talking about? You sit up there acting like you so much more better than any other YouTuber that's black. What's up, Baltimore? Here, what's up, Baltimore? Nick Thompson, he gotta be from Louisville or some shit. I don't know, but he should have just stayed out of this whole wild. I mean, I can't say that, but you gonna come as a black man from Detroit, a Motor City, a black city, and you gonna side against the black people of the District of Columbia? I done lost all respect, bro. All respect. What's up, Shifty? What you doing, bro? Anton Daniels fell off, moved back in with parents. I don't know nothing about that. I ain't know that. And I ain't even here to knock about it. Like I ain't come here to joan or joke. I was watching him because a good friend of mine recommended him his content to me because he don't be on nothing, right? And I was checking him out. He just come off as a little too snide for me, man. I'm trying to think of what type of guy he remind me of. He remind me of like a Montel Williams or somebody. Remind me of a Montel Williams or somebody. He making money from selling out. Oh, so that's his thing. Okay. But he mentioned this DC thing, and I mean, he says the thing. Don't tell me you come to. If you tell me that you know about DC and you come to DC to visit the White House, nigga, you a tourist. You ain't even come here as a regular black man and go see no black shit. And I ain't saying that he didn't, cause I don't know, but he don't mention it. He mentioned he come here to go to the White House. He one of them people who want Europeans in authoritarian positions, other black. That's why he promote that telling shit. He promote it. And he don't even promote it as telling or snitching. He just questions why do people not do it. And tonight I'm not even on no gangster street cold shit, like pushing it. I'm just saying that I'm critiquing him as a regular black man. Who is that, bro? This dude Anton Daniels I was watching. He did a video, couple videos about what's going on in DC, like most people on YouTube. He could. Anton Daniels claims he's a black conservative. Okay. Frank Matthews, what's up? Oh, keep crying, keep playing, Parenthood full. I don't know what you getting at. I ain't on that Planned Parenthood thing. We don't claim him, fam. He don't represent us. Salute. I just heard him talking that. I didn't even know that he was from Detroit. Just so happened he mentioned it in that video. Salute. All right, Brian Turner, he got an inheritance from his father. Oh, so that's why he sits around like that. Y'all hip to this dude. I ain't even, okay. Trump not sending, I call him Trump and not sending the feds to DuPont Circle, Adams Morgan, or Georgetown. Well, they had 2 murders up there, 2 assaults. You know, E. Anton is a strong supporter of the talented 10. He does think he is better than most black people. Oh yeah, his father died at the workplace and his family received money in a lawsuit, I think. Okay. Go smash that like button. Martin. Yeah, he give me that vibe. Did Al Prophet do anything about what's going on in DC yet? I ain't been watching Al Prophet lately. I ain't sure. I'm still subscribed to his channel though. Anton been a sucker. Oh, all people on my channel. Okay, so I ain't the only one. I thought y'all was gonna be beefing with me because I wasn't feeling them. Anton had a failed restaurant in Detroit. Oh, everybody is hip to him. Somebody said he a clown. Okay, well, I understand that. But all that him talking about what's going on in DC, bro, don't tell me you understand anything that's going on in DC if you come here and visit the White House. He used to troll Charleston White. I ain't know that either. What's up, 804? Oh, nah, I definitely don't, yo, at all. His dad died and left him some money. Oh, y'all hip to him. Yeah, bro. Tell him he's incorrect. The mayor of Oakland is not Asian, bro. Don't let him tell you nothing wrong. He when he be on his YouTube platform and he be clicking shit from the internet, he could have easily clicked that and showed that as well. Tried to find a way to side with Trump. What he looking for? A job in the Department of Justice or something? Make sure you hit that like button, man. There's 119 people in here. Do any of y'all follow Gully TV? I did a little big video on him today talking about them green and white high top spot belts was drug dealer sneakers. Great Southeast. Born checking in. Shout out to my Southeast man. Did anybody see them? Oh, I got a picture of it. I'm gonna show y'all. Them dope boy sneakers. He said those drug dealer sneakers. Those dope boy sneakers. I'm changing the subject. I ain't talking about Anton Daniels no more. I'm talking about Goofy TV right this minute. Are those drug dealer sneakers? Now somebody said, E, you getting on him, you from DC. When he say drug dealer sneakers, he talking from an East Coast D-boy perspective. Are those drug dealer sneakers? And I'm saying sneakers because he used that word. Where I'm from, we call them tennis shoes. Are those damn Gully? Are those drug dealer sneakers, y'all? Only seen white people wearing them joints in Lowe's. Now we wore spot building Saucony in DC back in the day, but they don't clear the threshold of what we call D-boy tennis shoes. I wouldn't say that we wore those here. Are those dope boy sneakers? He said they are. Dope boy 95 Air Max. So are these dope boy sneakers? He got the wrong felines. If they are, they real old school. Them ain't dope boy sneakers, bro. Them ain't even the felines that was the dope boy sneaker. Maybe where he from. Spot built was what them used to wear. Yeah, but not them ones, not them green and white ones. Erie, PA in the middle of nowhere. I miss DC. I just moved to Houston. Shout out to Houston, man. I would have had no choice but to judge you for working those kicks. And we'd have Jones your ass out in green and white joints. I ain't saying you can't get away with them, but those wouldn't have been the ones that I picked for the classic shoes. I wanted to see Anton Daniels get a fair one with Dogface. Him and Dogface be going at it. Everybody knows the cream felines. Everybody knows cream color felines, bro. Like, somebody sent a message to me saying, why you keep talking about Gully? I don't know if that's Gully from another page or any of his supporters, right? But he creates the content that I joan on. He the one to talk about these is like he got a whole closet full of shoes and he's such a narcissist. His shoes face him. Most motherfuckers' shoes face the wall. He looking at all the shoes he got, pretended he's still 15, 16. Like I had that bunch of sneakers. He got a whole bunch of bullshit. He got 50 pair of Deodors. High top Gucci. The swag is cornball. But he God's gift to a corner. Come on, bro. This dude right here. Let's get back to this dude. Let's get back to this dude, though. Gully be dribbling in them joints. All right. I just wanted to see what other people say. I ain't even on him. I'm back on this dude. What does he know about DC? DC hood ain't that bad. I lived there 10 years. Well, it get crunchy here like it get crunchy everywhere else. Gully is cool, but his shoes facing him is crazy. Okay, somebody else agree with me. He a narcissist, bruh. I now know for sure he's a narcissist. All his shoes face him. He admires them tennis shoes like it's 1989 or 91. He ain't had none of them shoes in 89 or 91 when niggas was wearing them. He got them now at 50. Man, this dude look like he related to Gully E. Is that him? Yeah, that's him. That's him. That's the dude that don't like black people. No, he don't like black people from the hood. He think he better than black people from the hood. That's why so many people watch that shit. I can't make this shit up, bro. Always putting black people down. Thank you. Okay, other people agree with me. Always putting black. That's his content. Dang. Somebody said I fed him, and I'm a fed working female. He said he's from Detroit. He said he's never left. He's a pillar of his community. He doesn't peddle drugs, and he's not outside at 3 in the morning with guns. Okay, nigga. Some people are. The upper class blacks. Boy, feel the way about lower class blacks. I think I grew up middle class. You know what I mean? I ain't no uppity dude. I'm an uptown dude from Washington, D.C., Northwest. He was there at events, high-end places. He wasn't never in the hood, bro. He don't know she can't. If he was in the hood, he would be able to name hoods and reference hoods when he talk about how bad DC is. Them joints look like some boxing joints. My young nigga said they look like boxing shoes. I'm glad you on this line. Just being on YouTube, you see he goofy, but everyone don't deserve attention. All right, I got it. Nigga from uptown be on this show. She went to Elliot. She should have checked that nigga. I ain't hip to her. Somebody said exactly. All right, joy and peace. What's up with you? Salute. I've lived in Bladensburg, Landover, Greenbelt, Forestville, and Silver Spring. Oh, you live right around DC. Anton is the algorithm pushes him relentlessly. That's how I seen this DC thing. But the algorithm send me anything about DC. He knows Sean Branch and is the Christ. Anton Daniels knows Sean Branch. I ain't know that. Joy PC, I definitely know the hoods in DC. Yeah, I'm saying if Anton Daniels really came here and visited the hood, he would say it. For an example, in Baltimore, back in the day, I went to Lexington Terrace. These days, I've been on Pennsylvania Avenue. I've been on Penn North. I used to meet my connect at Mondawmin Mall. I can mention that that's Baltimore, New York City. I've been to 125th Street. I've been to Harlem. I can name some of the places I've been. I've been to Brownsville. I've been to Marcy. Where he been? He mentioned the White House, and then he said in the 10 blocks radius is this or that. He can't name what's in the 10 block radius. He did name it. I implore him to name it North Avenue. Okay, you know something. He do be fascinated with DC like everybody else. He just can't tap on with all of DC. He said, bro, Mondawmin. What about Mondawmin? I used to meet my connect at Mondawmin. I miss legal tree. I'm in Houston. Tree is illegal. I saw that. I was just in Texas. I was in Austin. I still took my tree there though. I take my shit with me. LT Penn Avenue. Oh, y'all, all y'all hip to bruh. My husband was in B-more. I'm from West B-more. Shout out to B-more. What Anton do? He just was talking about DC from a pro-government type, pro-Republican, far-right perspective is what I'm going to call it. Mustafa did a good job interviewing Antonio Jones, cold-blooded man. Shout out to Antonio. Shout out to Mustafa and them. Back when, way back when, he not all Brad, bruh. He just not built like us. Okay. Got family in B-more, Park Heights. Shout out to Park Heights, Rogers Avenue. Walaikum salam. What's up, Antona? Guy. He alright guy. Alright. I just still want to challenge. I'm still challenging what he had to say about the city. And this Trump takeover. And I ain't got no problem with him being a Trump supporter or none of that. It's just crazy to me. You sitting around talking like that, like you from here, bruh. Come on. It's the nation's capital. You talk about the people walking around locking up vagrants and shit. Crazy. Big 3-0 look like Pakistan, huh, man? I feel you. West Virginia, South Carolina, and Ohio governors on Saturday announced they would deploy their national troops. West Virginia, I can't get with that state. Racist as fuck. Yeah, they so said they sending their troops. I seen a video. I've been out their way though. I've been going out only when I need to. While the Bama boys sit up there and made up a 19-minute lie about robbing somebody and then paying them back years later. Who did that? I was just reading that a minute ago, kid. Facts. Who made a 19 video about robbing somebody? He made a night. Oh, now he an armed robber. He probably robbed somebody before, but now he made a video about robbing somebody and giving it back. Yeah, man, I advise y'all just stay out their way. This shit gonna blow over. Niggas is really getting money on the phone anyway. From the subculture. He said Gully made a 19 video about robbing somebody. You don't get out of here. I wish you would, bruh. I wish you would pull a joint on me. Him. I ain't talking about just anybody. I'm talking about him. It was about the viral video when dude got robbed online in a car. Yeah, I ain't hip to that. I ain't seen that. I've been on this DC shit. Just because you get somewhere doesn't give you the right, you out of pocket. I mean, he a content creator. I can't say nobody out of pocket for talking about DC. But when you talk about it and you from somewhere else, I think you should talk about it like I seen Hassan Campbell talking about it. He was talking about it from a perspective of what the National Guard's gonna do. Now, I can't say nothing bad about that. Who else I seen talk about it? Unique Mecca Audio. He comes to DC, he goes in the project, the trenches and all that shit. He can talk about it. He could do that. Can't think of nobody right now off the top of my head. They've been covering of it in the news, people. They've been covering it. It was Gully had 175K subscribers in 2021. Damn. And they had a 50K, 60K video in 2 or 3 years. You held him to the light, and Buddy definitely exaggerating daily. Damn, okay. I just got serious and I got 30,000, 31,000 and some change. I'm from Baltimore and that's a damn lie. What's a damn lie? He said, I'm from Baltimore and that's a damn lie. What's a damn lie? B-Mo. Mecca. Went to Woodland and talked to him. Man, yeah, shout out to 9 Million. Woodland Prince. Anton Daniels' content is trash. It's trash and foundational Black America, of which he is not. I'm gonna stay out his lane. I represent for the subculture. Hey, what you was saying, B-Mo? What you meant by that when you said, I just wish. I just wish my sisters wouldn't have to keep burying their sons. Oh, I sympathize with what you're saying too. I started watching you several weeks ago. Interesting content. Joy and peace. Appreciate the love. Salute. I just be talking about what's on my mind that day. You know, you might catch me one day. I'm on some bullshit. Dan uses a Black American last name. They got a curfew for juveniles. They ain't got a curfew for adults. They got a curfew for juveniles, man. Something like, I forgot what it is. But adults ain't got no curfew yet. Reggie Jackson, salute. Appreciate the love. Yeah, but they ain't putting no curfew in effect for DC. They ain't even, I mean, like, I was here in the 90s. I was one of them youngins that was running wild. Appreciate it, joy and peace. I mean, the city ain't really bucking this shit. Like, if the city get the bucking, then they gonna put that curfew in effect and have them boys. But I wanna see how they gonna act when they be outside with them M16s on the corners and shit. Hope we don't get the martial law. That's what's next. A lot of people saying that. What y'all think? M16s is over the top, bruh. Bruh, they used to have the Humvees in the alley on my way with the M60s with the big searchlight on it. They do all type of shit here in DC, bruh. This don't get wild. And see, the news only really showing them people downtown. I'm showing how I look in the hood when they come in the hood 20, 30 deep with the big vests on. Back in the 80s, DC was crazy. The 90s too. How was January 6th from your perspective? I ain't go outside. I was living in this joint downtown back then. From the roof, you could see it. I mean, DC, if you could go up high, you could see the Capitol from almost anywhere. But from my perspective, it was wild. I never seen nothing like that. I mean, I never was alive when the president got shot. Yes, in the 90s. Yeah. I went in the 90s. I went to jail in 1993. Anton, a nerd from, who came for real, when his pops died on the job working maintenance for the city. That nigga, um, Raj, man. Back in the 80s and 90s, it was crazy. That's true. That's when it was the murder capital in the 90s. Yeah, call me a chump all you want, but I'm taking my ass in the house. Hummers and M16s. Bruh, they ain't did that yet. They ain't posted up in the hood like that yet. They deep. I don't know what they gonna do. They gonna show they hand this week though. Adrian Fitton changed the city. Well, they say Anthony Williams, but what's the man balance the budget. I don't know what Adrian Fenty is claiming to fame, but Anthony Williams, I just looked the control board up. This not the first time the feds tried to take control of the city after giving the city its autonomy through home rule. I thought they was leaving in a week. How long they plan on being here? They say at least 30 days. I seen some in the news today. They say Trump is asking for an extension of that. We gonna see how that work. They might rechange their game plan or their strategy now that DC sued for control of the police department. I love your style. And show fam. Keep doing your thing. Salute, appreciate it, love. It's bad, but it's nowhere near what it was in 91, 92, and 93. I mean, that'd be my argument. You one living legend. Oh man, salute. Why y'all always count Mo County out and a lot of shit, bro? I don't count Mo County out. I done lived in Mo County. I like Mo County. Marbury made sure we had summer jobs when I was young. Me too. Trump wouldn't be playing with Burry. Shit, he'd have tried it. Trump gonna try whoever, bro. Mayor Bowers not going for that. She want them gone. Well, the district attorney sued him, and the judge ruled in the favor. I always be watching your videos. Appreciate it, man. Mothers used to be scared to drive at night in the early 90s. You say mothers? Shit, all type of people. But regular people only got up here and there. These days, motherfucker dropping 100 rounds, anybody be getting hit. You feel me? Shabazz said Bowser is opposition parading their support. Big shout out to everyone. Tap in. Oh, Reggie Jackson talking about the first Bush. George W. H.W., I mean. That's the old man. Like they did crack down on them on that cracker. I wouldn't be surprised. What urban city is next? I'm wondering. You killing Gully with those sneakers. He killing himself. Keep perpetrating like he's some type of authority on fashion. Or the back in the day D-boy culture. Fuck out of here, nigga. We got 110 people in here. Hit the like button, people. Appreciate the love, man. Where y'all from tonight, man? Let's tap in real quick. I see Detroit and Baltimore. I think I seen Chicago, New York. Where else? He was well when he asked. I don't know what's Chuck Brown Day for DuPont with all this fair shit going on. Yeah, I got some videos I needed to put up to honor Chuck Brown. Southeastern Hish salute, Earth, Highsville, Northeast. Shout out to Northeast. Montgomery County, Moco and this bitch. Cleveland, what's up, 216? I got a lot of love for Cleveland. Shout out to the Midwest, man. I hope y'all don't be thinking I be joning on the Midwest when I'm joning on Gully. Gully should be proudly representing the Great Lake region. He keep representing the East Coast. He not an East Coast nigga, although he from Pennsylvania. He not from Philadelphia. He talking about he was at the beach. He was at Lake Erie. That's a Midwest thing, right or wrong, Cleveland. Cleveland niggas, think about it. Cleveland niggas rep what? The Midwest, proudly. Anacostia, big chill. Okay. You still got that black big ass SUV? I don't got no black SUV. I got a white SUV. From Northeast DC to LA. Shout out to LA too. True that. Born in Washington, DC, but stay in Silver Spring, Maryland, Montgomery County, 3800 Castle Boulevard. You out Moco, you out there chilling. They had the police right there on the corner between DC and Maryland at the McDonald's. They said at a checkpoint. Iraq, this DC shit ain't nothing but ICE operations in disguise, because DC was called a sanctuary state. Sanctuary city, my fault. Ain't that hard as Akron. Shout out to Akron. I know some Akron niggas. What made you move to LA? I'm a third generation Washingtonian. Me too. Makes me mad when I hear people, or just residents, talking about what's going on currently in DC. Like, what the guy in the White House is doing is justified. Like, what the guy in the White House is doing is justified. Yeah, I mean, and if you didn't live here in the 90s, you don't know how bad it can get. And the FBI really jumping out? Or is it, is the FBI really jumping out, or is it regular police? Nah, it's feds, bruh. Border Control, Homeland Security, ICE, FBI, ATF, DEA, U.S. Marshals, Secret Service, Capitol Hill. And 2, 3 other Jones. It's every alphabet boy you can think of. They got them outside in the vest. When Gully talk tough, you can tell he faking. He used to fooling niggas without demonstration. He can't do that with me. See, I'm one of them light-skinned niggas that was a little pretty boy when I was growing up. I'm used to demonstrating. He can't play with me. He could talk and play this bullshit on the internet. I play that game. In real life, he ain't gonna play with me, bruh. That's not even me talking tough. That's a fact. He would not play with me in real life. His track record and my track record don't even match, bruh. And I'm not even sitting there talking no gangster shit, no fake shit. He will not play with me. He don't do what I do. Big facts. All the alphabet boys out. Cleveland and Pittsburgh is the closest hoods to Gully, Erie, Pennsylvania, and he ain't gonna neither to be a D-boy. He ain't gonna play with Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Buffalo, Akron. He ain't gonna, listen, he a content creator, man. We not even gonna have no real conversation about that boy. Southeast 7th Avenue, what it do? I know that's right. Oh, enjoy it. I mean, I ain't trying to talk tough. I lived here through the 90s. I participated in that dumb shit. I know how to take care of myself. I got a life sentence at 16 to survive. I went to the store called Off the Wall in DC. You sure you ain't talking about Up Against the Wall? And they had this shit for real, and I'm from the rack, respect, Off the Wall, I ain't sure. Gully don't understand. The head tappers. Get their head tapped here, no pics. Bruh, I grew up like that. If you catch a DUI in DC, do you still go to the feds? You go to the feds for anything to give you prison time. Gully is closer to Cleveland than he is to Philly. Yeah, he closer to Buffalo than he is to Cleveland. He rode his bike to the New York line. And think about this. Erie, Pennsylvania. It's like 15 minutes from Buffalo, New York, right? And guess what county Buffalo, New York sits in? Buffalo, New York sits in Erie County, New York. Up against the wall. That's what I thought you were saying. They don't make them like us being from DCE. I like to feel like that. My DC pride, but they make men and gangsters everywhere. Up against the wall, you mean? Oh, that's what I thought he was saying. Yeah, we all fed time in DC. Tony Lewis back home. Tony Lewis been home, chilling. It's cold as fuck out here. Where you at? You said it's cold. Erie is the furthest west you can go in Pennsylvania. That's a fact. Look at it on the map. That joint is like the Seattle, Washington of Pennsylvania. It's the great Northwest. It be snowing in Erie when it's hot in Pennsylvania. They say it be snowing in Erie when it's hot in Pennsylvania. I mean, my fault. They say it's snowing in Erie when it's hot in Philadelphia. You need snow tires in August. That's why he got Vogues on his Benz wagon 2013 E350. God's gift to a corner. If you don't get the fuck out of here, Gully, somebody tell Gully backflip off the Potomac Bridge, off the 14th Street Bridge. Might believe that shit. The only people believe that shit that boy be talking is motherfuckers who from like rural areas somewhere. I bet you regular people don't watch that shit and believe nothing to do. If anybody believe he was some big time paid in full drug dealer from Erie, Pennsylvania, bruh, you've been watching too much FX. The White Walls is a Midwest pimp player type shit. Not on a Benz wagon. Not on a Benz wagon. I had to fight at an early age growing up in D.C., never scared, almost 60. Well, D.C., you gonna learn how to fight or take a punch. You hear the police out there? I hear 'em. My fault, it was up against the wall. I figured it was up against the wall. Talking about PA Midwest. That part of Pennsylvania is. Damn, this is literally just gangster. What? Damn, this is literally just gangster. What you mean? It's near Lake Erie. It's on the shores of Lake Erie. He just put a video up talking about he was at the beach, he was at the lake. There's probably some paper in that rinky-dink town. Well, I ain't gonna say it is or it ain't. But if you do, I looked up the history of the town. The town died with the railroad. Lake, not the beach. Lake. I said lake. Lake Erie. It's a great lake, but it's a lake. Sorry, but bro, it's not tough. I don't even consider it be tough or not. I be being off and being goofy. I don't even try to say I'm tougher than you. I'm not even a tough guy, but I don't play no game. But I joan on him about just being goofy. He think he fly. He got a Benz 350 2013 with Vogues on it. Fuck you think you a pimp? His nails this long. Fuck you, Freddy Krueger. White walls on the Benz wagon don't look right. I showed y'all that, didn't I? I don't feel like finding that picture right now. Joy and peace, it looks so big. You can tell what? In Michigan, we put Vogues on lax, definitely not no foreign. I understand the dynamics of the Vogues, right? Don't get me wrong. I ain't that oblivious to the fact. I ain't that just so East Coast or so DC. I seen Vogues on cars in DC growing up too, just not a Benz wagon. I'm talking about that breakdown paper in that town. I understand. Said I'm dead crying. Come on, think about it. Vogues on the tire. What's up? Vogue tires on a 350 Benz. He was ducking my boy JoJo Capone. He was ducking the boy Nipsey or something. Outside copping. You should have saw that video I got where somebody caught him yelling and screaming at the phone. He talking like one of them jokes a dude give you before he slap all the taste out your mouth. Like it was like he was rehearsing his lines for The Wire. You old school, yeah, old schools and lax not on no foreign. Well, Jack, you got to see the picture of the white walls on the Benz 350, the E350, bruh. And then he had the nerve to take a picture with it like his version of Paid in Full. Goofy TV at its fullest. Damn, Gully. Yeah, old schools and lax not on the front. He definitely Freddy Krueger in that dirty ass basement with his shoes facing him. He lay in the bed and look at 100 pair of Dior Spot Bills, K-Swiss, British Nice, Lecoq Sport Teeth, Sergio Decini, Prince, Elise, Asic Tigers. He just lay in the bed and wish he was 14. He wish he had all them shoes when he was 14. I had all them shoes at 14. Real talk. I had them shoes. All the old school shit. Now he a shoe collector. If you're a real shoe collector, why you wearing them? Why the soles look dirty? You a shoe collector. You should have heard, you gotta listen to his voice. You can look at the video where I'm bidding on that nigga. He talking about everybody talking about they got drug dealer sneakers. You should possess a few. Nigga, you should possess a pistol so a nigga don't be walking up on your car talking about they gonna beat you. All the colors of, yeah, oh, Etonics, I forgot them. Tree tones and shit. Oh my goodness, he the funniest, bro. He think he from Shaolin. Did he have them green Sauconys on when Big Nussy was about to beat the brakes off him? Nah, they say he had on some New Balance basketball low tops that day. He was scared to take off running. Oh my goodness. Damn, Gully. Why he wanna fuck with me? That boy Up for Debate tricked him. Up for Debate did that. I stopped even responding to Up for Debate. Up for Debate played the Machiavelli card, got Gully to say, man, that I was a rat. I've been lighting Gully ass up for 18 weeks. Every time I see a video that's a Bama ass video that I would have just went on about my business, I light his ass up every time. Look, I've been serious all week. I've been talking about DC law, home rule, things that affect the black DC resident. As soon as I seen that nigga said that them green and white hot top spot bills, and then he had the nerve to act like he was from New York, talking about do the knowledge. Nigga. If you don't stop playing, go sit your ass down. You bam ass nigga. That nigga to start wearing the purple aviator glasses like they some hell of a glass. Them Jones is like they some Iron Cross Jones or something. Oh Lord. I could do it off Gully all night. And I'm about to smoke a J real quick. You heard him? You heard him do the knowledge. On some green and white spot bill, nigga. Y'all keep letting that nigga just say anything, man. Challenge that nigga, man. This YouTube is in there. It's a comment section. He can't keep blocking everybody. He only got 177,000 subscribers. He can't keep blocking everybody. I looked at his thing. He been on this bitch for 20. He been on this bitch almost 15, 20 years. What old boy say? Yeah, he tapped out. He tapped out. You gotta respect that. Oh yeah, that's what he said. He said he tapped out. He tapped out. You gotta respect. He about to beat the brakes. I told him, what? He said, she said you weren't talking all that gangster shit you was talking last night. What gangster shit? What did I say? Bro, if you don't put some bass in your voice and talk like a man, God's gift to a corner. You should have heard the nigga screaming. I'm from 17th and German. Excuse me, 17th and German. No disrespect to y'all, but where the fuck is 17th and German? He got that gas. I can't wait to get off work so I can fire up. He tried to go in on me in the comments because I told his ass that Troy Ave shit was fake, and any motherfucker from the trenches could see it. Man, I think something up with him. He very sensitive to be a man. I lit his ass up about puckering his lips. He stopped doing it. He used to pop his lips like pop, pop, pop. Like how women do when they put on lipstick or lip gloss. You know how they do? Start calling the nigga Lil Mama. Lip gloss popping. His lip gloss popping. Look, I'm gonna tell you something I be doing. I be snapping pictures of that nigga from the lives, right? I caught that nigga at one angle with that little permanent knot he got on his head sticking up. I put it on one of my little dummy Instagram pages. I said, fuck is this, a unicorn? Is that you? Start calling that nigga Unicorn Gully. Nigga got big ass. If you turn to one side, that joint, he look like a unicorn. Slim voice got high as shit, yeah. When they stutter, you know they not built like that. Yeah, I mean, I done stuttered because I've been trying to be calm when I'm really aggressive, but I'm not stuttering because I'm scared. And I ain't gonna lie, I done been scared before. Ain't nothing wrong with being scared. The difference in a coward dealing with his fear and a man like myself dealing with my fear, when my fear comes up, I challenge that shit. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've never been scared of nothing. Shit, I was in a crack house, motherfucker kicked the door in with a shotgun and a handgun, 2 niggas. We was little niggas, these niggas was 6'4", 6'5", prison niggas. You think I wasn't scared? I wasn't a coward, I ain't take off running. Oh my God. I dealt with the situation and we didn't get robbed. And trip part about it, since we talking about the 90s, this was that era time where the National Guards was around, and these was crackheads. We had robbing crackheads around our way, well, not just around our way. The inner city had robbing crackheads everywhere. But these was renegade, Lawton crackheads that will bust you. Bragging about not supporting your son in the penitentiary, mad about child support. I had to cook him. Then he called black women all type of bitches. I ain't gonna act like I ain't called some type of woman a bitch before online, but trust me, they had done something terrible. He called all black women that filed child support bitchs. But he talking about he God body. Come on, man. We can't keep letting these people just get away with anything, man. They gotta call them out for something. I'm scared of birds. I ain't scared of birds. I don't like rats and I don't like spiders. I don't like roller coasters. It's all right to be scared. Just keep your composure. Exactly. A good run beats a bad stand. Somebody said respect. Hold on one second. Ah, man. Yeah. But right or wrong, even on the internet, right? I'm from DC, he from Erie. Even on the internet, who you take serious, me or Gully? Gully talk crazy about his own son. He would queso his son on the stand. Damn. I ain't gonna say that. Did you see the white boy hugged up on him on the concert footage? Yeah, I think I saw that on JoJo page. You should bring D on your platform. About Gully, I ain't gonna do no real interview about Gully. He ain't that sir. I'ma just bed off him. Every time I catch him doing some Bama shit, he do Bama shit every day. It just depends on if I feel like talking about it. He think I care something about them push-up shit. He sent me a message to me, we not in the feds. He must think I'm one of them group niggas. Almost everything I did in the feds and in Lawton, I did by myself, win, lose, or draw. So, this ain't jail. Got that glizzy out here. And I ain't talking about no hot dog. First time I seen Bethlehem. First time I seen a Bethlehem. How you went against that? Can't take no mountain boy serious. They say there's a lot of Detroit dudes and Cleveland dudes in the town. They say there's a lot of town that get Jive Turkey Gully. Jive Turkey. You know Banky Pound. Yeah, shout out to Banky Pound. That's technically how I got on that that podcast, The Connect, with Johnny Mitchell. That was a Banky Pound plug. He don't want that for real, E. Let him be. I'm on the internet shit with him. I ain't even pretending like it's no real shit. I'm a grown ass man. For real, for real. I'm just gonna bid off of him. He ain't gonna do nothing about it. He ain't gonna come back to DC neither. If he do, he gonna go stay at some hotel. He gonna go somewhere, do something, take some pictures and some videos and roll out. He won't do like I do when I go out of town. I'm live. Hey, where y'all at? Where the weed at? Where the hood at? He ain't gonna do that. He might not even go to Baltimore no more. Now he's selling supplements. Supplements and knitted cap. Look at the carpet in the video with all the tennis shoes. Carpet old as shit. Look at the blinds in this fake ass office downtown in that warehouse district. Blinds yellow as shit. Look like the motherfucking shoes that sit on the rack. The display edition that don't nobody want. His blinds look like the display shoes. Dirty ass nigga. Ain't no big ballin' ass nigga living like that. Fuck out of here. If I lived in Erie, Pennsylvania, I would live in the best part of Erie, Pennsylvania, bruh. For $1,000, you could probably be in a penthouse. Hey, this is, can you say, bro, get the fuck out of here. First off, shoes should be in a box. True, my shoes in a box. Only Jones really out be my kick arounds. But I got classic old Jordans and pair of Ferragamo shoes, couple Louis joints. My shit in a box. I take care of my shit. I ain't got a whole bunch. He got a whole bunch of $60 vintage shoes like he a shoe collector. All them Jones scuffed up and everything. You could even sell them Jones on the tennis shoe jump, whatever the jump is. First off, the shoes being just started watching the Cuban Assassin boxer dude from Landover. Shout out to the Cuban Assassin, good man. Old ass bookshelf. He keep being in the corner of his mother house. Faking like he go outside to live stream because it's nice outside. He going outside because mama in there putting that knit shit together, just making a bunch of noise. You don't want that shit in your video. This shit laid out for the mice to sleep in that dirty ass basement. Junk probably smell like mothballs. You know he be down that junk doing burpees and shit. Sent me a video. He sent me a video like he was checking me, calling me all type of names. I'm gonna cook him as long as I got a YouTube page. That whole room full of athletes foot. New subscription here, my guy. Salute. Whispering like yin yang twin. I'm whispering. It's late. Weird ass. No Gully, man. Respectfully, y'all too old for this internet shit. This internet YN shit. That's the problem with us so-called black men. That shit is corny on both ends. I respect your opinion, but once he played with me on the internet, those times I reserved to be funny and joke and take like for an example, I've been covering this shit in DC, the tension and the seriousness all week. When I feel like joking and playing, I'm gonna joke and play with him. If you feel like it's corny, no disrespect, but you know you could go watch Gully. He said Gully be whispering so he don't wake his mom up. The same way I'm whispering so I don't wake my girl up right now. Got his mother in there knitting the motherfucking caps. He crossed the line talking about your mother. And see, I ain't even to be. You see this when I've been telling you why I be going on him. I ain't even mentioning shit about my mother. He don't hurt me about talking about my mother. My mother beat the brakes off Gully, bro. You think the dude had Gully scared it out of him? My mother would have busted his windows out, flattened his tires and everything right there on the spot. My mother. My mother ran with the gangsters from Washington, D.C., and I ain't making that up. You know how people just be making it up? D.C. small. Anybody can fact check that about my mother. My mother named Tawana. I ain't ashamed about my mother or nothing. There's nothing he can say about my mother that can hurt my feelings. Sweatshop, knitting caps, slaving his mother, living in his mother's house. He don't fix the house up or nothing. He living in that joint free. He ain't fixed the awning. He don't cut the grass or nothing. But he got a 2013 Benz wagon E350 with Vogues on it outside. Damn, Gully. But I'm gonna exercise discipline. Tomorrow, I'm back on my journalist shit. Cover some more of what's going on in DC, and then link it back to my regular content. And what I mean by that is that I'm gonna link how they tried this shit before when crime was really, really out of control here, and go into some gangster stories and some police corruption stories that followed that type of actions. Grass don't grow in Erie. You and D was in the feds at the same time. What D? What D you talking about? He said he called that junk silly TV. I call it goofy TV. In wild 90s. I thought Gully was New York slang. That's where I heard it from. Him wanting to be New York. That ain't no Erie slang. Keep it Gully, yo. He probably used to say that shit. I bet you in the 90s he used to say that shit in Erie. Yo, son, Gully. Son, keep it Gully. Yo, son. I don't know, man. The situation in D.C., I can't call it because I don't know how much pull Trump gonna have with the situation. Oh, man. It's all good. Oh, nah. You talking about Demetrius. He wasn't my celly, though. We was in the same prison. I don't think it's gonna last too long, to be real. 30 days max from what I can see. I mean, I done seen it last more than 30 days. Right. We gonna see, but for sure, it look like it's gonna be 30 days, and they send the U.S. They send the National Guards in from 3 other states at least: West Virginia, Ohio, and South Carolina. But I ain't see them today. But I was all the way uptown. Do you personally see positive results out of this situation? I can't. I'm not gonna say I see positive results out of the situation because I don't know what the end of it is gonna be. And I understand the dynamics of what's behind it. It's a power grab. Oh, they approved my video. That's cool. Somebody reported my video where I was talking about some of that stuff that was going on here. And YouTube just said, nah, it's cool. That's all right. Shit, we thought the same thing here in LA. But they've been here over 2 months. Yeah, but y'all situation in LA a little bit different. They did because y'all went ham and went on the immigration people. They here because they tried to take over the police department, which is a violation of what's called the Home Rule Act of 1973 for the District of Columbia, and the courts ruled that they couldn't do that. But him having the National Guards here, he gonna be able to play that a little bit differently. That's different than what's going on here. It's more than just him sending the National Guards. You know what I mean? For the rest of the country, is a big ass smoke screen. Did the city of DC get worse after the Alphabet Boys left back in the day? Nah, crime has been going down ever since then. But they didn't stop it. Like, it just started dying down. Niggas was dying and going to jail. I bet the feds not down Nebraska Avenue. Nah, they ain't gonna waste their time going up there. As people, what do you think we should do dealing with this situation? I ain't the expert on that. I had a conversation in private with someone about that today. I don't have the answer. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm the one who does have the answer though. I know what the answer is not. The answer is not sending the DEA in over to take over the police department and federalize it and lock niggas up. They locking niggas up for smoking outside, jaywalking, vagrancy. It's almost illegal to be homeless. Like, how is that stopping crime? Yeah, it's way different than the LA situation. Even the way in which he deployed this and implemented what they tried to implement by replacing the police chief. Tell the story about the reason why the guy who went up in the police station with the Mac 11, because they was playing with him. Talk about he was hot, he was sexually assaulted. You don't play with no man's honor like that. So he went up in that motherfucking demonstrated. Nothing you do but educate yourself on what's going on. Definitely not on Nebraska Avenue. That's how the Nazis got started. Well, yeah, I said he was hot. Same thing. Who was Benny Johnson? I'm not hip to that. School me on that. Bring me up to speed. Hopefully, this is a wake up call for our people. What they gonna wake up and do? No disrespect, but what our people gonna wake up and do? Because the culture of people that's caught up in killing and retaliatory assaulting, they ain't listening to this shit. Yes, there's no need to be in Tinley Town. There's no need to be west of the park, period. That's not where crime, quote unquote, is going down at. He says there's no need to be in DC, period. I live in DC though. I love it here. I understand these people ain't playing with us. We need to come together and stop going against each other. I agree, but like, what the hell can I do about that right there off the top? That's true. Benny Johnson, a columnist. Yeah, I ain't hip to him. Like, y'all hit me to something. I might have to go check it out. See, I went to Woodrow Wilson. Shout out to Wilson, Wisconsin Avenue. Man, I appreciate the love, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I've been watching you since day one, and I believe your voice holds more power than you think, big bro. Damn. Appreciate that. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Yo, do you know Stank? I ain't sure which one you know. You went to Coolidge for 2 months, and then I went to jail for 17 years. Shout out to Easton. I don't know about his journalistic skills. I'm just aware of his YouTube channel. All right, if I remember, I'm gonna check it out. Benny Johnson. You'll be surprised, big bro. We watching and listening to you. Salute. Class of '99. Yeah, I tap into mine. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out my website, EonWilliams.com. Follow me on Instagram, Uptown Eon DC Blacks. One day we will understand that there's no we, just individuals accountable for themselves and family, and that makes a community, not people keep passing the buck saying we need to do. Respect to UDCB. Salute. Freedom men, thanks for tapping in. Salute to everybody.